Yes. Okay, so we start as usual, laying down on the mat. Knees bent if you have any tension on the lumbar spine. Otherwise, legs straight and rolls outward, whichever is more comfortable for you in this moment. Once as you found your comfortable position for your legs, roll the arms outward, palm of the hand facing the sky. Keep the shoulder blades flat onto the ground, slide the shoulder blades over the waist and pull the back of the head away from the shoulders. Close your eyes. And allow your body to soften. Feel your body relaxing. Muscles letting go. Relax your forehead, your eyebrows, and the skin between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes and let's sink deeper into the skull. Relax the skin of your face and clench your jaw and let your lips open slightly. Relax your throat, your neck and shoulders, arms, forearms and hands. Relax your back, the muscles of your back and your spine, vertebra, vertebra. Relax your belly and the whole abdominal area. Relax your hips, your groins. Relax your legs, knees, ankles and feet. Bring your attention into your breathing cycle and start observing every aspect of your breath. Which part of your body moves most? Chest or belly? And if both moves, which one moves first? Observe without changing anything. Observe simply to know yourself. Observe the length of your breathing cycle. Inhalation and exhalation has the same length, or one of them is naturally longer. Observe the long pauses between inhalation and exhalation, and between exhalation and inhalation, the small moments where everything stops, even your breath. Become aware of the 4 phases of your breathing cycle. Inhalation, pause, exhalation, pause. And there too, observe. Is one of the 2 pauses longer? Observe also that your throat remain relaxed and open even during the pauses. 3 more observing breaths. At the end of the 3rd, take control and create a long, slow, steady breath. Observe your body expanding with every inhalation. Observe your body becoming more compact with every exhalation. Observe your breath, soft and easy, but deep. Observe the rib cage, becoming wider with every inhalation. Observe the ribs moving closer together with every exhalation. Observe the belly moving. The navel move up when you inhale and down toward the spine when you exhale. And now, focus on your exhalation. Inhale deeply and exhale slowly and deeper. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. And allow your lungs to get emptied. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. Observe that in the first phase of your exhalation, the exhalation is passive. Like the rib cage, go back to a more neutral position, easing the air out. And then, in the second phase, you activate your muscles to push the air out, deepening the exhalation. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply, becoming more and more aware of the two different phases, passive and active exhalation. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. And now, using the same technique, hold your breath at the end of the exhalation. So with your empty lungs, just for a few seconds. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. Hold your breath. And while holding your breath, relax your body, relax your belly. Even if it's just for 2 seconds, the length is not important. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. Hold your breath and relax your belly. Even if it's just for a few seconds, observe when you relax your belly, the feelings that you may experience on your chest, on your diaphragm, around your throat. Become aware of that. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale slowly and deeply. Hold your breath, relax your body. And I inhale. Exhale softly, deeply. Hold your breath. And while holding your breath, bring the diaphragm up. Like you want to inhale, but without allowing the air to enter your body. So it can be a quite fast movement. Again, inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Hold your breath, relax your belly, and bring the diaphragm up. Creating a sort of emptiness on your belly. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Hold your breath, relax your belly, and bring the diaphragm up. Relax your belly again, and inhale. We're going to do it 3 times. So inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Exhale the more that you can. Hold your breath, relax your belly. Bring the diaphragm up, like you want to suck the diaphragm in. And then relax your belly and inhale. Exhale deeply, as deep as you can. Hold your breath, relax your belly. Bring the diaphragm up. Relax your belly and inhale. One more time, exhale deeply. Hold your breath, relax your belly. Bring the diaphragm up. Relax your belly again and inhale. Go back to a normal breath, not controlled. Just for a few seconds. Allow your breath to become lighter and lighter. And allow your body to relax again, to let go. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing with the left hand to sit up. Okay. Now we're going to do exactly the same, but in a seated position. You can keep your legs in a cross-legged position or seated on your heels, whichever is more comfortable for you. If you decide to stay in a cross-legged position, you can even use the knees to deepen this kind of sucking up of the diaphragm. Because the idea, when you do this movement, is to lift the sternum, kind of to stretch the belly. So the idea, if you have the possibility to bring the hands like that, I'm going to show you. So the idea is to inhale deeply, Exhale completely. You hold the breath. You relax the belly. This is really important. You relax the belly and keeping the lungs empty as much as you can. You hold the breath and you suck the diaphragm up like you want to inhale, but you're not inhaling. You're not allowing the air to enter your body. So if you have the hands like that, once that you emptied your lungs, okay, welcome back, breathe. Once that you emptied completely your lungs, you tilt your hip forward and holding your breath, you kind of stretch a little bit your belly, deepening this sucking up of the diaphragm. So you exhale completely, you relax the belly, you suck the diaphragm up, lifting the sternum and tilting the hips gently forward. So if you have the hands, you can pull with the arms to push the chest forward. Okay, so we're gonna do it 3 times. You already did it, so you know how to do it. Inhale deeply, exhale completely. You can also exhale from your mouth if it's more comfortable for you. Hold your breath, relax your belly, and bring the diaphragm up. Relax the belly, inhale, exhale completely. Hold your breath, relax your belly, bring the diaphragm up. Tilt your hip forward, lift the sternum. And one more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Hold your breath, relax your belly, bring the diaphragm up, tilt your hip forward and lift the sternum. And relax. Okay. So we pushed a bit our energy. Okay. Now, since you have cross-leg position, so put your hands just in front of the knees and create circles with your hips and lumbar spine, as usual. Just to wake up your spine, both on one side and on the other side. Okay. Lift the chin. Bring the knees, bring the shoulders down. Now tilt your head to the right, stretching the left side of your neck. Lift the sternum. Don't forget the sternum. Shoulders down. Lift gently your chin. Okay, relax. Now, lift your chin again. Shoulders down. Lift the sternum. Tilt your head to the left. Stretch to the right side of your neck. Lift gently your chin. Shoulders down. Don't forget the sternum. 3 breaths. And yes, we may have a difference between left and right. And relax. Okay. Now, Dandasana. We start with that. Push your heels forward and toes toward you. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. As usual, if you cannot today keep the spine straight, you can Bend your knees gently. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down, arms completely relaxed. And now, keeping the arms completely relaxed, keeping the spine straight, lean gently, just a few centimeters with your torso back. Just a few centimeters, not too much. And now you're gonna start hating me. Lift your right leg, just a few centimeters. Stay there. 3 breaths. Yeah, it is harder than it may seem. And down. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Lean gently back just a few centimeters, not too much. And lift the left leg just a few centimeters. 3 breaths. And at the end of the third, lower your legs. Okay. Bend your right leg. Bring the right knee to the chest. Lift your feet, the right feet. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Feet is not touching the ground. Okay. Now, keep the knee as much as you can close to the chest, but relax the arms. 3 breaths. Don't use the arms now, but keep the knee as much as you can close to the chest. Okay, straighten your leg and go down. Left leg, close to the chest. The feet is not touching the ground. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Use the arms at the beginning. Okay, bring it really close to the chest, as much as you can. Let it touch as much as you can. Now, don't use the arms anymore, but keep the leg as much as you can in this position. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, 3 breaths. Straighten your leg and go down. Good. Now, bend both legs. Lean back. Lift the tibia. Relax your arms. Relax the arms completely. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. 3 breaths. Now, staying in this position, cross your legs. Still not using the arms if possible. Good. Now cross your legs and sit down. Good, 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 good. Now, since you do have, I think both of you has the bolster. Do you have the bolster? Yes, okay. So take the bolster. Well, actually any pillow would do. And put the knees over the bolster. Okay, now, since we worked on the groin, now we're gonna stretch the groin. So, squeeze your butt, belly in, bring the pubis up. Lift the sternum and lean gently back with your shoulders, not with your hips. Okay. Belly in, pubis up. Actually, you can also move the lower part of your ribs toward the pubis in order to keep the belly compact. and back to one neutral position. Gonna do it again. So, tilt your hip backward. Lift the pubis, but keep the lower part of your ribs toward the pubis. Activate your buttocks to protect the lumbar spine. Lean gently back with your shoulder, but push with your feet against the ground to push the hips forward. 3 breaths. And back. Okay, now, right leg forward. Put your hands over the right leg. Tilting your hips backward, so I want you to feel already the stretch on your left groin. Bend your right leg a little bit more, lowering your hip as much as you can. Lean your torso forward, so you can put your forearm actually over the knee, but keep the belly in. Keep the sternum. Okay, beautiful. Keep on stretching your left groin. Now, even if you cannot see any physical difference, but you can feel the difference, push with your feet again, the left feet against the ground to activate different muscles on your left leg and deepen in the stretch of the groin. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, straighten your right leg, come back up and change leg. So right knee over the bolster. Left feet forward. Tilt your hip backward. Start stretching the right groin. Put your hands over the left leg. And start bending a little bit more. The left knee. Pushing the hip down. Keeping the belly in. Lean gently forward with your torso to be more comfortable, but still stretching the right groin as much as you can. Move the pubis up. Keep the lower part of your ribs toward the pubis to control your belly. Push the hips down and forward. Now, start pushing with your right feet against the ground to deepen the stretch of the groin. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back. Good. Good, good, good. Again, right leg forward. Left knee over the pillow. Now, tilt your hip forward to have the chest right over in contact, full contact with your right thigh. Keep the right knee over the right heel, so tibia is perpendicular. Put your hands down, but simply to help the stability. You don't want to have weight on the, real weight on the hands. Now, belly in. So even in this position, start stretching the left groin as much as you can. Belly in, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Keep the chest in contact with your right thigh. Now, tag the left toes under, and without compromising your torso and right leg, start pushing the left heel back to deepen the stretch. 3 breaths. So actually the knee can lift off the bolster because I wanted to straighten as much as I can the left leg. Stay there. Keep your belly active. Now it's not the end of the world. And change leg. So right knee over pillow. Left leg forward. Bend your left leg. Torso over the left thigh. Left knee right over the heel. Hands down on the ground just to be more stable. Push the hip down to stretch the groin. Pubis up. Tailbone down. Okay, now keeping the chest completely in contact with your thigh, but the sternum pushing forward. Take your right toes under and start pushing the right heel back to straighten your right leg without compromising the left leg and the torso. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back. Keep the 2 knees over the bolster. Tuck your toes under. Okay. Put your hands on the waist. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Belly in. Pubis up. Tailbone down. Lift the sternum. And link the shoulders back. Just the shoulders. Keep the lower part of your ribs toward the pubis to control your belly. And come back up. So actually, I want you to feel the stretch on the upper part of your belly, around the diaphragm. Okay? To allow the rib cage to move back, because otherwise you're not going to stretch a lot. If you want to give you a bit more support, you can put your hands in this position. So right over the buttocks with the fingers pointing down and the palm of the hand kind of pushing the hip bones to tilt the hips backward. Whichever is comfortable for you. You can do both with the hands on the waist or behind your hip bones. So again, belly in, pubis up, tailbone down. Lower part of the ribs toward the pubis, just to have the control of your belly. And there, start lifting the sternum, still controlling the belly, and leaning back to stretch your belly. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Okay. Leave the sternum, shoulder blades down. Twist to the right. Belly in, pubis up, tailbone down. You can also squeeze your butt if you want to have a firmer security of the lumbar spine. The more you activate your buttocks, the more you tilt your hip backward, so the lumbar spine will be long. So twist to the right, lift the sternum, still activating your belly, and touch gently, really gently. Try and touch with your right hand your right heel. Lift the sternum, lift the left arm up, and turn the head to look at your feet. 3 breaths. If you cannot touch, you can also do it with your hand on the waist or on your hip bones. And come back to center. On the other side, so first protect your lumbar spine. So pubis up, tailbone down. If you want to, squeeze your butt. Keep the lower part of your ribs toward the belly, just to keep this gentle control of your belly. Turn to the left. Start leaning back without compromising the belly. And try and touch with your left hand gently your left heel. Keep the sternum lifted. Lift your right arm up and turn your head to look down. 3 breaths. Again, if it's a little bit too much, you can put your hands on the waist or behind your hip bone and come back up. Okay. Sit on your heels. Still keeping the knees over the belly, and create circles with your hips along the spine. Try and feel the stretch of your lumbar spine. Then also on the other side. Okay, now, still with the bolster. Actually, if your bolster is not super thick, you can put blocks under, or you can create a structure with blocks and pillows. The idea now is to put the bolster around the belly. I say around the belly because everyone is different. So to do, what are we gonna do? For someone will have to put the bolster quite low around the pubis, some other more toward the rib cage. So I cannot tell you exactly the position that you have to have. You have to feel it. So you have to listen to the messages of your body. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do so you understand why this is, the position of the bolster is important. So the idea is to put the bolster over the belly, pubis or rib cage, keeping the arms over the bolster so completely relaxed. I want you to lift the head and shoulders. And at the beginning, we stay just there. Then, and that is, it's going to be a little bit harder. You have to find a balance. So the idea is still to do this, but just for security, you can put your hands down, but without pushing or really hovering over the ground. And I want you to push with your feet forward until you can lift your leg up and stay there. And then down. Okay? So obviously to do so, you have to adjust the position over the bolster, and you have to use the abdominal muscles to do a sort of plank. Okay? So first, just the torso. Keep the arms over the bolster, inhale. And with the exhalation, lift your head and shoulders. Activate your lumbar spine, but relax the legs and your buttocks. Stay there. And then lower your torso. Now, lift your torso again. Tuck your toes under. Start pushing to find balance. You can put your hands close to the ground and then start lifting your legs up. 3 breaths. And down. Good. We're gonna do it 2 more times. If you feel stable enough, I want you to bring the 2 legs together. And also, but only if you feel stable enough, I want you to bring the arms forward. Like you're Superman. Okay, 2 times. At your own pace. You're gonna feel that with the arms forward, the balance is a little bit different. So maybe you will need to adjust again on the bolster. And at the end of the second times, push with the hands against the ground. Seat on your heels. Take the bolster on or blocks and pillow and lay over. Just relax your spine. Keep your head for 3 breaths on your right and for 3 breaths on your left. Allow your spine to relax. And gently come back up. Stand up. Right leg forward, left leg back. Hands on the waist. Tilt your hip forward. Keep the torso parallel to the ground. Push with your big toes down. Tilt your hip forward. Push the sternum forward. Stay there. Keep on pushing with the big toes down. And come back up. Bend your right leg, belly in. If you want to, you can put your hands on your hip bones and pushing down to straighten, to stretch actually, the left groin. Sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. If it's too much for your shoulders, you can put your hands simply on the waist. Push the left heel down as much as you can. And observe that when you start pushing your left heel down, if the position of the hips is right, you're gonna feel the stretch, a deeper stretch on your left groin. Okay, now, straighten your arms right in front of you. Bring the arms back into the shoulder socket. Keep the shoulders down. Lift the arms up. And gently, without compromising your belly, arch your spine. But keep the belly active. 3 breaths. Arch your spine a little bit more, Hilda. and come back to the starting position. Change side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Hands on the waist, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down. Start pushing your big toes down. Tilt your hip forward. Push the sternum forward. Keep the legs active. Keep on pushing the big toes down. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, come back up. Bend your left leg. Tilt your hip backward. If you want to, you can use your hands to help you there. Push the right heel down. And observe that keeping the hips tilted back, but pushing the heel, the right heel down, deepen the stretch on your right groin. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down. Keep this position on your legs. Keep all those small movement. Then straighten your arms in front. Push the arm back into the shoulder socket. Keep the shoulders down. Start pulling the arms up. And there, without compromising your belly, without compromising your hips, the stretch of the groin, and the right heel down, start leaning back with your hands, arching your back, especially on the upper part of the spine, not the belly, not the lumbar spine. And come back to the starting position. Good. Now, you can use either a table or really stable chair or a wall to do what we're gonna do. It's not needed, but it can help. So the idea is to put the hands roughly at hip level, roughly. So if you have a table or something similar to that, I would suggest you to use that, because then you can kind of put your hands firmly on that without loosening the grip. Walk back with your hand, with your feet, to create a sort of 90 degrees between your torso and arms and your legs. Keep the legs straight and active. Keep the 2 feet together. Now, start pushing the sternum forward and the shoulders back. Lean on your left leg and start lifting the right leg. Draw the right leg inward to keep the hips as much as you can squared. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, change sides. So lower your right leg, lean on the right leg, lift the left leg, draw the leg inward to keep the hips squared. Tension on the hip. Stay there. Lower your left leg. Come back up. Okay, come back up. Okay, now we're going to do exactly the same thing. But now you had your arms firmly against the wall or against the chair or table or window, whatever. I wanted to step gently back, just a tiny bit, just a few centimeters, and maybe 2, no more than that. The idea is to still keep the touch with a wall or with a table, but lower and lower, trying to lift the arms and keep the balance. I know it's not easy. I know. That's why we have the support. And you can use the support. Okay. But trying to easing the position into a balanced pose. So tilt your head forward, put your hands against the wall or against the structure that you decided to use. Lean on the left leg, sternum lifted, shoulder blades down, lift your leg. Try to find a balanced position. Try and see if you can stay in the position without using the arms. You can also, if it's a little bit too much for your shoulders, you can keep the arms down or keep one hand against the structure and the other completely relaxed. Okay, change leg. Start with a straight position, lean on the right leg, lift the left leg. If you want to, you can just use one hand using the other, or you can use both. 3 breaths. At the end of the third, watch. Come back to center. Okay. Now, widen your legs. Bend gently, just a tiny bit, your knees. Tilt your head forward and allow the spine to relax. Keep the legs just a tiny bit bent in order to allow the spine to relax deeper and deeper. The last moments. And gently come back down onto the round. Down, down. Okay. Now, without using the arms, so you're gonna be a more gentle stretch. Keep your legs in cross-legged position. Lift the sternum, shoulder blades down, and turn to the right. Look behind you, 3 breaths. At the end of the third, turn to the left. 3 breaths, look behind you. And back. Lay down. Keep your hands over the belly. Keep the 2 knees together. Lift your feet. Lift your knees just over the hips. And turn to the right. Keep the hands over the belly. Turn your head to the left. Stay there. Relax all the muscles that are not needed. Come back to center. Keep the knees right above the hips and turn to the left. Keep your hands still on the belly. Turn your head to the right. Relax your body. Relax your body, belly, your chest, your face, your arms, your shoulders. Back to center. Shavasana. Take everything you need to be comfortable in Shavasana. And just for the first moments, feel your body, feel your energy. Just listen to your physical body, but also to your energetical body and mental body. And relax, let go. At the end of Shavasana, I'm going to chant the mantra. And at the end of the mantra, I'm going to guide you out of the pose. Till that moment, just relax. If it's hard for you to just let go in Shavasana, then you can focus on the passing of the air through the nostrils, observing the air entering your nostrils and going out a little bit warmer. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Cha Saka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Slowly, start moving your toes and fingers. Bring back that awareness into your body. Inhale deeply and exhale fully with your mouth. Release all tensions. One more time. Bend your knees, roll on your right side. Stay on your right side for a brief moment before pushing the left hand to sit up comfortably for the chant of 3 Om. Keep your spine straight yet relaxed. Keep your eyes closed, face soft, throat, shoulders, arms relaxed. Put your hands in Enana Mudra or Chin Mudra. Inhale deeply. Put your hands in prayer position in front of the chest. Open your eyes. Namaste.